always begin by introducing our problem and finding a solution for that problem. And the most important part when it comes to understanding math is understanding the problem, what we are achieving to solve. Say for example we have a problem. Let's say we have this function. Let's call this function f of x, and this here is the x-axis and this one is the y-axis, and we want to find the slope of the tangent line on the point. Let's call this point P. So you want to find the slope of this line. So we want to solve this problem, but before we attempt to solve this problem, we have to ask ourselves if we have understood the problem correctly. What's the problem here? So in this case, we want to find the slope of the line shown in the picture, the line shown. Well, why is this a problem? Well, because to find the slope of a line, we were using the rise over run formula. We were using this formula here. Y is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, and the slope is denoted by s. This is how we find the slope of a line. As we can see in the formula, we have to have 2 points lying on that line to find the slope of a line. y2 is the y coordinate of the second point and y1 is the y coordinate of the first point. x2 is the x coordinate of the second point and x1 is the x coordinate of the first point. So we have to have 2 points. Let's call these points P and Q. P has an x and a y coordinate and Q has an x and a y coordinate. We have P and Q lying on that line. But in this case, for the tangent line, and the tangent line by definition touches a curve in 1 point and 1 point only. For the case of this line, we have only P lying on that line. So how are we supposed to find its slope? So now that we have understood the problem, we can attempt to solve this problem. And we solve this problem by introducing the concept of derivatives. Let's take another example. Say we want to find 1 over 0. We want to find the solution for this problem. We know that any number divided by 0 will yield an undefined answer. So this is a problem. But as it turns out, 1 divided by 0.0 has a solution, and 1 divided by 0.0001 also has a solution. And in fact, 1 divided by 0. Infinitely many zeros here, and then at the end of that sequence, if 1 gets introduced, then we also could find the solution for this question. And as we can see, this number is so small that we can just call it 0. But this is not the correct way to define this number. We say that this number approaches 0, and because this number is approaching 0 and it's not 0, we can find the solution for this division here. And this here is when we introduce the concept of limits.